we'll show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
Oh, the winter chill. It is sweeping through upstate New York here in late December. But we've got football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down early to the 18. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run again on 1st down. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Bills at 7 and 8 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And, that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. And they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run order.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll run for it. Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards at first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Bills 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, 41 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Bills 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts. Quick hitter, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Barkley, inside handoff. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
14-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Round 80! Look out!
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Going silver, ready?
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
180, 180.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Half 10.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To the air, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start with the option.
Loose inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's pump for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call on this play, partner.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Great.
Barkley again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. 73, 73. No, sir.
Back to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Hurts will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Allen going to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out! 180!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to look deep for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion left goes Smith. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Davis.
Found good room to run there. Returns of 14 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
46-yard line.
Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Great.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they were worked this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Still going inside the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I was in a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Right back to Cook for another completion. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll go to Barkley again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Great.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Good, set.
Hurts going to keep it running right. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 3. Here's Hurts to throw.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing now is Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long.
319.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
No, touch that. Right anyway, that.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that